Well, everything that's going on now, like if you read any scriptures, Islamic scriptures, Christianity scriptures, Jewish scriptures, this was all talked about. Like these days was all written before we knew that they were coming, you know. So the best thing that we can do, the best thing I can do, and my advice to all Muslims and even Christians, you know, lead by example. Show people what a good Muslim is. Show people what a good Christian is, you know. And if we all do that, then it'll be better for everybody. My biggest concern, being an American, being an African American, when Trump got in office, I feel as though like a lot of people that was racist and was keeping it to themselves are bringing it to the forefront. You know, I personally don't experience it too much, probably because I'm famous, but I do experience it sometimes. I remember I was on a flight. I was flying to California. I was in first class with this older Caucasian lady, and she was sitting next to me. So she was pissed. Like, as soon as she seen me, her face was frowned up. She like, ah. So she like, what are you doing up here? She like, what are you, a sports player or a football player or something? And I'm like, no, I'm a recording artist, you know. And, she was irked, like, so she fell asleep. And she woke up like 2 hours later, and when she realized she still was next to me, she was even more pissed, like, oh my God, like, you know, it was crazy. Couldn't believe it. The city where I came from, Philly, definitely influenced me 100%. For y'all that didn't notice, I named my first album Philadelphia Freeway, you know, and all the stories, everything that I've been through came from there. Like, you know, that the first part, they say you take your whole life to make your first album, you know, and that's exactly what I did. I poured all my life experience into that first album, man. It was all Philly. What I got coming up next, I'm working on a new album. This dropping this year, you know. I got a new exciting venture that's going down, so, you know, I'm just real excited. What I got going is going to be big for hip-hop. You know, I just did a joint venture with Roc Nation, you know, so, you know, I'm back home working with big homie and where I got my start, so, you know, it's a beautiful thing. My advice to any artist that's trying to get in the game is, if this is what you want to do, you got to work hard at it, you know. You got to treat it like a job. And when you see an opportunity present itself, you got to take advantage of it, because you never know if you're going to have another opportunity. The worst part of the industry that I wish I didn't have to deal with, but, you know, I'm used to dealing with it now after all these years, is the phoniness. You know, there's a lot of fake people in the industry, you know. Throughout the ups and downs, you see the different faces of people. Like, you know, things slow down, you know, people start reaching out, start calling you. Things get better, people on your line, in your DMs, like, you know, it's just so much phoniness. It could drive a person insane if they don't have their stuff together, you know, and they don't have their mentality together.